abstraction. But there is no real me, only an entity.
Yeah, right.
It's easy to think narcissists are just like Patrick Bateman from American Psycho, self-obsessed and vain, but our next guest says they can be nearly impossible to spot, even if you're dating one.
Yeah, Melanie Tonia Evans has written a book called You Can Thrive After Narcissistic Abuse, and it reveals the 5 warning signs to look out for, and Melanie joins us from Melbourne. Good to see you, Melanie. Most of us are familiar with narcissists being full of themselves, but you say one of the signs we should look out for is actually emotional insecurity. Is that right?
Absolutely. People think narcissists are really powerful and confident, but when you get to know them, you start to see the fragile self-esteem and inner identity that they have. So they're going to get triggered really easily to any perceived criticism. So it can be the simplest things, like somebody else is getting attention and they're not, and they might make a scene or exit a scene. Or if you talk really appreciative about somebody, they might accuse you of being disloyal and not giving them enough attention or not recognising them. So you start to see that they're actually not a mature adult in their own body. They're very, very immature in the things that upset them.
We hear that we should also be looking for a sense of entitlement, Melanie. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. Narcissists are highly entitled people, so they believe that they should be getting preferential treatment. This comes across a lot in conversation. A narcissist is going to want to take the conversation back to themselves. They might look like they're listening attentively to you, but it's to be able to insert into the conversation what it is about them that's that topic, or people that they know. But there's all sorts of ways that they're really entitled. It's like they might be late for things. They think that whatever they're doing and their time is more important than anybody else. They might expect you to drop everything and come to their beck and call whenever they're needing anything. And you'll just see that there's a really poor peripheral in regard to the needs and wants of other people.
What about material things, Melanie? Is there also that sense of self-entitlement when it comes to material items?
Look, absolutely. And narcissists like to sidle up to people that have got the goodies, people that are capable of generating stuff and status and materialism. And their ego is an insatiable thing. It's always about, I want significance, I want acclaim, I want things, because really they're an empty hole on the inside, always trying to buffer up that emptiness with things to feel better about themselves, but it's a bottomless pit.
Melanie, apparently the way narcissists argue can give them away. What do you mean by that?
Oh gosh, this is a dead ringer for a narcissist. If you're ever trying to confront a narcissist for accountability, you'll see the 3-ring circus. So this is when they refuse to be on topic. They're going to project, they're going to blame other people, they'll make excuses, they'll minimalise what you're trying to bring to their attention. It'll be like, oh, well, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. They could just completely stonewall you. But one of the most annoying things is how they can bring in allies, real or fabricated, to back up their
Like
version
everybody
of things.
says, I've heard people saying this.
Yeah, people think this about you. You know, you're actually the one, and I've talked to so-and-so, and they think this, and they'll get off topic. So it's often a real tit for tat. But what about what you did 6 months ago?
Right.
And you'll be like, hang on. It's not
Melanie,
even a topic.
Can I just, we're just about out of time, but I wanted to ask you, pathological lying is also a red flag. Why is that? Why does it go hand in hand with narcissism?
Narcissists are a false self. So really what that means is that they are using any methods or exaggerations to get acclaim and attention and significance, or they're using lying to get stuff, to get the things that are going to bolster the ego. So a narcissist lies about small things, big things, just about anything. They're caught out for a lie, they'll lie on top of a lie to cover up that lie. And if you confront them about lying and being accountable and how it smashes trust and faith and belief in somebody, They just don't get it. To them, you know, the agenda, whatever it takes to fulfill the agenda is fine. So they're not remorseful for lying.
Right.
They're just not.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff, Melanie. You can find Melanie's book, You Can Thrive After Narcissistic Abuse, at amazon.com.au. Thank you so much, Melanie.
Oh, thank you.